Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rude Man. And I made it. I'm still alive. I got out of the dentist. I left a little early. I snuck out the back door. But actually, Carol and I took both cars because she always takes longer than me. So we took two cars. Hi, Anthony. But the problem was I'm a little bit late, but not too bad. The problem was I forgot I hadn't eaten lunch. And so I had to grab, when I got home, Jeff was making a chicken burger. So he had an extra patty, so I had one of those. So Scorpion's on the call. Scorpion's on the job, and AVC is all good. And he says, howdy from Texas. Howdy from Texas. Howdy from Oregon, I guess. Oh, what happened? There we go. My camera's getting crazy. It must have saw my hand go up or something. Anyway, I don't know what the heck I was doing, but pardon me. See if I can get that cleared up. All right. Hey, Dennis, how are you? Dennis is in the house. Now, I bought some new fields, and they've got grass on them, and I do not have a mower. So I'm going to... Oh. We had a collision here. So I got to buy a mower today, I guess. I don't know if I have to buy one. I think I'm just going to lease one. I don't mow grass very often, so I don't really need to buy one. So I think I'll just lease one. So let's get a mower going here. We'll get, I get this crazy looking one, but I think I'm just going to go with the normal mower. Put a bigger engine in it just because I can. I don't care about the wheels and tires. Don't really need GPS, but I'll get it anyway. Color's all the same. Don't care. And let's lease it. So if I get this mower, I don't have to buy a header. So, anyway, let's get this guy started and moving around. What are those little patches there? Huh. Andy's in the house. Hello, Andy. So it's been an exciting 24 hours or more or better. Oh, here's Carol. She snuck out of the dentist. She's just driving up. I had company. My brother and his wife and my sister and her two grandkids showed up yesterday in a motorhome. And we visited for a while, and then they went out and got themselves a spot out at the campground out here. And they spent the night. So we went out there, and they didn't have a barbecue. And so I said, well, hang on. You guys go get yourself a spot to stay at the state camp, and I'll grab a Weber. I've got two Webers. I've got a large one and a small one, and they're both on stands. So when I say it's a small one, it's not one of those little ones that sits on a tabletop. It's an actual Weber, but it's a little bit smaller than the big one. So you could probably do, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 burgers on it. So it's decent size, but it's not the real big one. I used the big Weber. I don't like gas barbecues. They taste funny. You have the static screen up, can't see the game. Oh shoot. That took me long enough to. How's that? You guys aren't here for the game, are you? Oh, here I thought I was doing great. Anyway, so we went out and barbecued burgers last night and had a campfire out for a while and visited. And then they took off this morning. And then, of course, I had the dentist. You know about that. There you go. You guys don't tell me that you're here for the game. I thought you guys were here to talk to me. All right, let's get these things put back where they belong. Let me get that on and that on and that on, and then click on that and set this guy up over. I don't think I did this field over here, so let's put it here. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. So I still have the one field to go. So let's grab the other combine and put it in the same field, I guess. And we'll work on that. And then I'll start mowing grass, I guess. Tim's still in the hospital. Goodness, Tim. What's going on? They can't find a doctor? Well, Tim, you got to give us an update. What's going on? I gave you one of my better prayers. I thought that would have got you out. I'm doing good. Family's doing good, except for Addie. She's giving us trouble on school. Supposed to have her first day of school. Well, she had her first day of school, and then she missed the second day, and then she missed the third day, and then she went the fourth day, and then she told us she didn't want to go to school no more. So we went to the school. The principal set her up on an alternative school program that said, she has trouble getting up in the morning. So the principal says, okay, you can come to school at 10:30 till 3. It's special classes to help her get through what she needs to graduate. I mean, the principal's bending over backwards for her. Even said that if she walked to school, which is only about 5 blocks from the house, if she walked to school, they would give her PE credit so she wouldn't have to take PE. I mean, they're really bending over backwards for her. And today was her first day. She was supposed to be there at 10:30, and she refused to go. So I don't know what we're going to do. But so I had that issue today. That problem. I don't know if this guy will carry on at that. Let's see. I got to move the other guy out of the way. Maybe I can start him on this end and they'll meet in the middle. Your CK levels are 2,900, but they want to be more like 200. Yeah, why can't they bring those down? What's going on? Matthew's here. Yeah, she really wants to help her. She said if she did this alternative program, she'd be able to walk with the other kids her age when she's supposed to. All she had to do was, do what the principal wants her to do. He said the only alternative to that is they can get her into a college GED course, but they can't put her in that. We'd have to do it, but the school would sign off on it. We'd have to pay for it. We'd have to pay for school. I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain. She won't go to bed at night. She stays up all night and then she doesn't want to get up. Uh-oh, trouble. Ah! Go, man, go. No, don't. Back off, back off, back off. All right, let's sneak around Jeremy here. We'll sneak around Jeremy. And instead of going this way, I'll go the other way, which I thought I was going in the first place, but I evidently wasn't. Yeah, having to deal with Adeline is going to make me look my age real soon. I've never looked my age in my life. Yeah, I got you, Andy. I'm not happy about it because it really bothers me. I've told her since she was just a little bitty girl. I only ask for one thing. I'll do anything for you. I only ask for one thing. I ask that you go to school, get a high school education, and try to be a good person. And I'll help you to be independent. But I mean, she can't even do that. She doesn't want to go to school. I often thought, for me, going to school was great because that meant I didn't have to work. Because if I wasn't going to school, I was going to have to work. And I worked anyway. You know that. You guys know. You've heard me talk about it. I worked before school, after school, and on weekends. If I didn't have school, I'd just be in a full-time job. So school wasn't that bad. I didn't mind school. I got to be around people my own age, and I didn't have to work for a living. Well, I kind of did, but not really. Yeah, see, that's the problem. What Scorpion's saying, and unfortunately, I can't do a tough love kind of thing. The reason why he's saying that is he knows we don't have legal access to her. She's got a mother, and we're not even. I mean, I guess we could be considered a legal guardian in the sense that that she's our flesh and blood. But as far as that goes, we don't have any legal control over her. I can't make her do anything. All I can do is say, look, we're providing for you, and if you don't do what we want, we'll just stop providing. She doesn't care. So, yeah, I don't know. Woe is me, I guess, but see, like, it's like I can't even force her to go to bed because if I say, look, she's not always here is the problem, but she's kind of moving back here because my daughter lost her apartment. So, but the problem is they've got these damn telephones and they won't put them down. And since I'm not, it's her telephone. It's her mom's got it for her. I can't take it away from her because it's not mine to take. And I'll tell her to go to bed. She'll say, "Okay, pops, I'm going to bed." And I say, "Okay, get the telephone off, get to bed." I go to bed and fall asleep. She gets up. I get up at 3 in the morning. She's still up. 4 in the morning. She's still up. And then when it's time to go to school, she's too tired. She won't get up. She comes by it honestly. Her mom was the same way. We had so much trouble with Amy. She just wouldn't go to school. She wouldn't go to bed. We'd go to bed. She'd do the same thing. We'd go to bed, and if we were so tired, we didn't have any choice but to fall asleep. We had to get up and go to work the next day. We couldn't stay up all night. And as soon as we went to bed, she'd get up. And even back then, nothing we could do. We had to work, and we had to be in good enough shape to go in and do our jobs, and we had physical jobs. So it was just tough. Not much we could do. And she dropped out. She dropped out when she was 15 years old, and still to this day hasn't even got a GED. Can't get a decent job. Well, enough of my woes. Yeah, that's the other problem. Scorpion's hitting it on the head. Scorpion's batting 1,000. He knows. If we're too tough on her, she'll just take off and run away. And then what do we do? And in today's world, a kid like that runs away is going to get picked up in a heartbeat. And the next thing you know, they're slaves someplace overseas, or and I'm not going to get into what kind of slave, but you got the idea. And with the kind of people they're letting in our country now, hey, we got kind of I would say it's a nice day. Well, it is a nice day. It's bright and sunny outside, but it's not. We've lost our summer. Well, we never had summer heat. We've lost our summer heat, though. I don't know what it is. Well, let's see. My watch says it's 61 out there, and that's about as high as it's going to get. It may get up to 65. It's hard to say. It isn't completely sunny. There are some clouds out. So we never did get 70-degree weather this year at all. I think this is the last field I had to harvest. So now I can work on getting the grass off those. I don't see any point in not taking the grass. It doesn't pay very much, but it's there. So I might as well take it. Let me get... I guess there's no sense keeping this. Oh, these are soybeans. All right, we'll keep the soybeans for now. And maybe I'll make oil out of it. 98, that's a good day for you guys, isn't it? All right, let's take this feller. And I don't remember where my new fields are that I bought. Let's see. Okay, I bought these fields over here, so let's run up here. I'll just start up in this corner over here, I guess. And I think I turned the water off, but I can't remember. So let's see. No, I didn't. The water's still running. Okay, so we need to get rid of the water, and then we'll start mowing some grass. This one field is all by itself on the water issue. So we'll pull the plug on that. And then I might as well do this one at the same time, if I can find it. I can't remember where this one's at. Is it up here? No. Is it? No. I don't know where it's at. Is there water in there? Shoot. Let's see. Oh, it's that one. Wait a minute. So did that? Okay, I lied. I guess that water right there does both of these fields, this one and this one. Okay. So it's that one down there that's got its separate water. I guess. I'm guessing. Okay, there it is right there. All right, there's my shovel. I'll just drop down, pick up the shovel, pull the pipes out. And get to mowing. I'm Samoan. I'm mowing some. Some mowing. I don't have to be too precise on this grass because I don't really need the grass. And grass is not going to stay. As soon as I take the grass off here, I'm going to plant something else. Probably rice. I don't know. I can actually put anything on the field. It doesn't have to be rice. It's just that it's got irrigation on it is all. If I want to irrigate regular crops, I can do that or not. I can just not put water on it. I don't know what I just did. There we go. Now, do I have windrow on? No, I don't have windrow on. Okay, shoot. All right, I got to fix that. Let's see. Select work mode. Wide spreading. Is that... I can't remember which button that is. Turn off mower. Toggle work mode. There it is. It's the left plunger, and we're going to set it to swath dropping. It doesn't really matter in the long run. It really doesn't, because the quicker picker upper has that big boom, and it'll cover that area. You don't need a windrow with that, but I just am used to using a windrow, so cutting a windrow, so kind of like you're used to cutting cheese, you know what I mean? Hey, don't cut the cheese at the dinner table. Is the redemption system working? I see somebody's trying to do panicking. I didn't see it. Jeremy Burnett's in the house. Okay, I'm looking. Scorpion looked like he was redeeming panic, and it didn't work. It looks like he spelled it right and everything. Is it not working? Farm sim guy. Every once in a while, you need to refresh that. What's new with Farm Sim Guy? All right, who's working? Lori, good old Lori's mowing the grass today. Let me pull up Streamlabs and see if it's running. Oh, it's not running. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get this going. It's the cloud bot. Okay, it isn't activated. Let me try to activate it and then save it. All right, if somebody wants to try a meme again, see if I got it fixed. Anybody? Is it waking? Not yet? Uh-oh. Well, shoot. Did I not fix it? Let me look again. All right, let's see. CloudBot. Well, it looks like it should be working. Technical issues. Well, darn. What else can I do? YouTube is active. Activate CloudBot. It says it's active. Dashboard. CloudBot. Don't forget. Well, shoot, I don't know what to do. Well, the alert box is on. $65 down the drain. Well, poopla. Name, widget, browse, title, back to dashboard. Dashboard, alert box, CloudBot. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try something else. Let me try that. And then activate. I don't know. It's not working. Weird. I don't know what to do. But this guy's done. I got to get back to work. So let's see. No fun today, guys. Whoa, get back here. All right, now who's working? Steve. We haven't seen Steve for a while. Let me go over. I'm going to go over to Twitch and see if it's off on Twitch. It might be. Let's see. Well, it says it's active on Steam. I mean on Twitch. It says it's active on Twitch. So let me reboot it. Pain. It's a pain. It's a pain. Happy affiliate. Hey, D-Blot. 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 It's working on Twitch. D-Blot says it's working on Twitch. Joshua Cantos, hello, how are you? Seven. Okay, I'm gonna try it over on Twitch and see what happens here. For me. Real barbecue in Texas. It says I successfully redeemed it, but I don't see it. I didn't see it show up. Why is that, I wonder? Uh-oh, I broke my tractor. I broke my mower. What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's asking me to do something. I don't know what it means. I don't know what that means. Well, that's weird. It says that I'm redeeming, but it doesn't show me anything. And I'm guessing it doesn't show up for you guys either. So now what? I guess it's time to panic. You don't need teeth for smoked brisket? Are you talking about Texas barbecues? They're that good, huh? It's telling me that it's redeeming it, but it doesn't work. And it could be that I'm frustrated and tired today, and I had a dentist appointment, which I didn't like. I don't like dentist appointments. I didn't want to go, but you have to go. I mean, I like to eat too much. You have to go. So maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's something simple that I'm supposed to do that I haven't done. And as soon as the live stream's over, I'm going to go back and say, oh my God, is that all I had to do to fix it? But I'm not at that point yet. So, yeah, now to watch some farming. Well, if you think mowing grass is farming, I guess. I mean, I can sell it as a crop. I won't get anything for it much, but so it is a crop, I suppose. We're just out Sunday afternoon mowing, or Thursday afternoon mowing the grass. Uh-oh, I'm high centered. Oh no, I really am. There we go. Lori's here. Lori's losing service. Lori, you're going to have to get Starlink. My brother's got Starlink, but he didn't have it on his motorhome. And I said, why didn't you have it on your motorhome? And he says, well, I have it, but I don't pay for it. One of his kids pays for it, and they've got it. He lives on a farm. They sold their house. My brother and his wife sold their house. Let's see, he's 7 years older than me. They sold their house. They bought a motorhome, and their oldest daughter, well, their only daughter, is married to a farmer, and so they've got acreage. So there's a spot they've got on the farm that they just dropped their motorhome, and they've got electricity and hookups for it, and they just are kind of living in their motorhome right at the moment when they're not traveling. Is there a better mower? A mower that somebody else is running, maybe. I mean, I got different mowers, but this is a mod, and I don't use unmodded equipment. I just don't. Not at my stage in the game. I don't. So, what do I have in mowers? All right. Well, I've got the one I'm using, which is a modded one. I've got this one, and it's okay, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's better than that one. And then you got this little booger right here, so I'd rather have that one. Let's hire somebody to finish this up. Chewy. We haven't seen Chewy in a while. A brisket cooked for more than... Well, that sounds like the kind of pig you get in Hawaii where they throw it in a pit and cook it for 2 days. Uh-oh, Tim's heavily medicated, everybody. Tim's still in the hospital, everybody, so, send a few prayers to him. We need to get him out of that hospital. Hospitals are not nice places. We need to get him out. There's sick people in the hospital. I'm not feeling good. Well, we're going to put you in the hospital. No, there's sick people there. I don't want to get the heebie-jeebies. I don't want to go to the hospital. I got a story for you guys. I'm still having not just weird dreams, but bad dreams. I was dreaming a while back, and you know how it is. When I'm dreaming, I'm up doing stuff, and it scares Carol. If I even move during the night, she'll say my name out loud because I can hear her. I know I'm dreaming. I'm a lucid dreamer. I know I'm dreaming. Sometimes I can control it. Sometimes I just go with the flow. But as soon as she says my name, I know why she's saying it. I'm dreaming and I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. Like maybe choking her anyway, this is her story. You guys know that when you're into gaming and stuff, if I said to you, think of a first-person shooter, and I said to you, I was out pew-pewing, a gamer will know what I'm talking about, right? So if you're in a first-person shooter and you're out pew-pewing, that means you're out shooting people. Okay. So if you don't have a real 357 in your hand, loaded and ready to shoot, what are you going to get when you pull the trigger? You're not going to get a big bang. So what do you have to do? You have to pew, 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 pew. Okay, well, I don't always pew pew. I usually bang, 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 bang. So I'm having this dream, and I don't remember it, but I'm shooting somebody, and I'm sitting up in bed, and I'm going bang, 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 bang with my fingers. And it wakes Carol up, and so I only found out about this the next day that I was doing that. I didn't remember, and I told her. She said, "God, I couldn't get sleep. You were just bang, bang, banging all over the place." And I said, "Well, why didn't you wake me up?" And she said, "I was afraid you'd have shot me." Bang, bang, bang. So I said, I didn't say too much. I said, "Well, you should have woke me up." And she said, "Well, I was a little worried at one point." And I said, "Why?" And she says, "Because you were bang, bang, bang. And then one time you just went." And I thought, "Oh, my God, he's having a misfire." And sucks to be Carol, I guess. Has to put up with me. All right. Do I have a way to get in that other? I own that other field, don't I? I think I do. I don't know how the hell I get in it. Let's see if I can find a gate. Oh, there. I just have to go around the corner. It looks like I turned the water off on this one. I'm losing it over here, Scorpion. Bang, bang, bang. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody that's been a gamer has done that. Pew, 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 pew. Well, I do it in my sleep, I guess. And Carol was afraid to wake me up. I was afraid you'd shoot me. Why would they put trees in the middle of your field? Now look, what is that? What is that strip there? What is that? Is this a terraced field? And if it is, why? It looks pretty flat to me. What? Wait a minute. What is this? Is this field for animals? What is this? That's a milk can. This field's for animals. Well, I don't want to put rice in here then. And I don't want to put water in it. Well, let me buy some milk cows. I got lots of money now. Let's see what happens here. That it's a cow pasture. I almost said it's a cow patty. It's a cow patty. Goldie's Barbecue in Texas. Is there really a Goldie there? Who's Rowberry? I guess I'll have to mow through the cows. There's no two ways about it. And I got to get some food over here. Hey, it's 2:00. It's Mountain Dew time somewhere. All right, soup du jour. So we're going to go for it. Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, that good old Mountain Dew. The auto load. Oh, my auto load's not working. Oh, it's working very slow. Look at that. It's never worked that slow before. All right, it's done. Pop top. Only heard of Goldie's barbecue when I watch a video of two Brits going to Texas to barbecue. To BBW. BBW, big butted women. You're not supposed to eat that. BBW is big, beautiful women, isn't it? I don't think you're supposed to barbecue that. Well, they're from England. What would they know? I mean, really. Maybe they do. Maybe they do in Texas. Maybe they do barbecue big-butted women or big, beautiful women. I'm getting kind of worried about Joshua, though. What kind of things are you into? Barbecued big-bodied women. Roberry. Not where you lived. You're in the wrong part of Texas, Roberry. Double Lot, what's up, buddy? What's in the dew? That's a good question. I've never been asked that before. Evidently, I've been told, no, wait a minute. I'm going to get yelled at because I forgot to take the dew off. I've been told that they make a Mountain Dew pop now that's got alcohol in it. I haven't had it, but might be worth a try, huh? Lived in Waco and Houston. Well, you're down close to Scorpion then. Scorpion's in Arlington. You probably know where that's at if you're into sports. There's a big arena there. Do they call them arena? What do they call them? Maybe they don't call it an arena unless there's horses in it. Double Lot, what's happening, buddy? You live in Denver now? What's Denver like? I mean, if you've only been there a couple months, you probably haven't seen all of it, but what's Denver like? I mean, yeah, like what kind of weather do they have, and what do the women look like? Those important things like that. I'm still trying to figure out what these things are, these lines in this field. What are they for? They're like mounds of dirt that go through. You can see them in the distance. What is that all about? Hiked a lot of mountains, so this mountainous area? Well, it would be. I think it's part of the Cascades. Denver's mile high. I thought that was in an airplane, something you did that you're not supposed to do in an airplane. Mile High Club or something like that. Do they have that in Denver too? In the mountains? It sounds like a fun place to be. They do have lots of snow. Is that where the those people got stuck in a wagon train and ate each other? Was that Denver? Lori says it's a playground. What do you mean, Lori? They have swings and teeter-totters and stuff? You guys are think that I'm crazy today. But maybe Double Lot's got something to it. There might be something in my Mountain Dew. I can only wish for it, I guess. Actually, I've got some Red Ball in here. I could put a little of that in the Mountain Dew. I don't know what it would taste like. I'm guessing that the Red Bull flavor would take over the whiskey. Carol, I thought you were going to shoot me. Bang, bang. She should have woke me up. That's embarrassing. I think you had some misfires. My gun got jammed. Oh, God, my gun's jammed. No, it's supposed to be like this. It's jammed, man. I shouldn't be going this way. I should just go. Maybe I should just follow the lines. I don't know what they are. Well, it goes around the tree. Maybe it's to, I don't know. Maybe it's to force the flow of water a certain way. I don't get it. I don't know. With these trees in the field, I can't even hire a worker. I don't think my workers are not. I don't think they're that smart to go around a tree. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys, you know. Because you guys are my workers. I'll hire one, see what happens. No, it won't let me. It won't let me. It's not a regular field, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's a regular field. It won't let me hire anybody. Jeremy wouldn't do it. Bill wouldn't do it. John wouldn't do it. Rob wouldn't do it. I can't find anybody to work. Oh, that's good. It's cold. I had to defrost my fridge. I don't know if I told you that. A couple days ago. My freezer, I reached in for a soda and it was wet. It was wet. And I thought, why is my soda wet? So I got a flashlight and looked in my fridge. Now my fridge is sitting right next to me here on the floor. It's about 3 foot tall, and it holds. I mean, it's not huge, but it holds quite a number of sodas and food items if I need them for my diabetes, stuff like that. But anyway, it's not supposed to be wet. It's supposed to be cold. So I grabbed the flashlight, turned it on, opened the door, and when I went to close the door, I saw a little bit of ice. And when I went to close the door, I noticed the door wasn't closing all the way. There was a gap. And I thought, oh my God, what's going on? The ice must be melting or something. That's why the soda was wet. So I took the flashlight again and I took a better look. And the freezer part in the top, there was a strip of ice. It's got a trap door on the freezer. So if you want to put something in the freezer, you grab the door and it just swings up and you slide stuff in the freezer and then the door just flops back down. Well, that door, underneath there was a ridge of ice, and it was sticking out of the ice maker, the freezer. And so the door was hitting that piece of ice and wasn't closing all the way. So I opened up the freezer to see what the situation was, and it was clear full of big solid block of ice. And I thought to myself, when's the last time I defrosted this fridge? I couldn't remember. So I thought, maybe it needs a defrosting. So I went out in the garage and I grabbed the biggest cooler I could find, biggest igloo cooler I could find. Brought it in. I took all my sodas and my whiskey and everything I had in the fridge and threw it in this cooler. And I unplugged the fridge. And then I went out and I got some trays. I've got these trays that are about, I don't know, that deep, maybe a couple inches deep. and they're rectangular like a cake pan, and they're just the size of the refrigerator, so they barely slid in, but they slid in perfectly fine. So I slid one right under the freezer part. I took the drawers out of the fridge. Then I took another one of those trays and put it on the floor of the fridge on the bottom so that if anything missed the top tray, excuse me, or the top tray got full, it would overflow into the bottom one. Then I took a bath towel, rolled it up into a big roll, and stuck it along the bottom of the refrigerator so that if any water did slide out, that would soak it up and it wouldn't go onto the floor. With that being done, I just walked away, left the door open, and let it defrost. So the big problem was that fridge being that close to the ground, I had to bend over to work on it. And it was an all day and an all night job. It took that long for everything to melt up. But then this morning when I got up, the back of my thighs and my gluteus maximus muscles just ached like nobody's business because I had just stretched them so bad. And I'm not used to stretching now. I'm 71 years old. I don't do stretches every day. I'm not into yoga or yogurt or whatever it's called. I'm not into that. So evidently I hadn't stretched my thigh muscles out or my gluteus maximus muscles out much in the last year or two. And they were so sore, I can hardly sit down today. So I'm telling you, my life sucks. I got granddaughters I don't know what to do with. Granddaughter. It's just, my life just sucks right now. I had to go to the dentist. You know what the worst part is going to the dentist is? We don't have dental insurance. So I got to pay cash for everything. I have to go in and be tortured and pay for it? You going to charge me how much to torture me? I kept telling the girl that was cleaning my teeth, I said, you better stay right where you're at, because if you leave me for even 5 minutes, I'm out of here. I know where the door is. I know where the back door is, and I'm out of here in a heartbeat. And then she laughed. It thought it was pretty funny. Pretty soon in the cubicle next door, it sounded like something hit the wall. It was a real loud bang. And I looked up at the gal that was cleaning my teeth, and I said, I'm not the only one that's trying to break out of this place, it sounds like. And she just started laughing. You weren't supposed to hear that. Oh, what a life. But I have to feel better than Tim. Tim's stuck in the hospital. My God, how long's Tim been in the hospital? He was in on Tuesday, which means he's been in there 3 days. I hope he gets out soon. Hospitals are not a good place to be. I often wondered why they had new babies in a hospital. You're bringing new babies into this world in a building full of sick people. That didn't make any sense to me. It should have been that you have babies born in a separate building or something where there wasn't sick people. You think there's going to be a lot of snow in Denver? Do you ski? Might be okay if you ski. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired of mowing grass. There's only one worse thing, and that's it still has to be picked up. And these trees are driving me nuts. So I guess I'll leave the grass in this field. All right, there's something wrong here. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Part of it's old age is what I'm told. I don't know. Every time I walk by a mirror, I keep looking to see if my ears are gold, because I'm supposed to be in my golden ears. But I don't know what that means. My ears aren't gold. And it doesn't sound like sometime you're going to have fun. Enjoy your golden ears. What? The hell are you talking about? You ever notice when people get old, their ears get bigger? I'm told that your ears are the one thing on your body. I guess you do have fingernails, but your ears never stop growing, evidently. But I've often noticed that when people get old, their ears are bigger than they were when they were younger. Isn't that weird? I guess that's God's way of giving you instead of having that funnel thing they used to stick in your ear so you could hear, they just make your ears bigger. I just gave that cow a haircut. Oh, your Intel chip is working okay now? I remember that was the last conversation we had with Double Ot. I've been told that Intel's got a problem. That they had some kind of a problem, and it was a coding problem in their chips. And I'll probably get the story wrong, but what I thought I heard was that the chip there was a coding error in the Intel chips, and the chip would get clogged up with data that it couldn't get rid of or something until it would basically stop working. And so I don't know if they fixed it or not. I haven't been keeping up on technology. But there was some kind of a coding issue that the chips would get clogged up and stop working. Your computer would just keep getting slower and slower and slower until it stopped working. I don't know if they fixed that or not. And I wish I hadn't have bought my Intel. I wish I'd have gone, the other route. Oh shoot. I'm sorry. My chat quit moving again. I've not been seeing the chat. Dang it. Cranberry vodka with Code Red. That sounds good, actually. Adult swings. Wow. I'm going back a ways. She's talking about the playground. How long has it been since my chat stopped? Cut the trees and drill the stumps. That's what Big Bilbo Baggins stump wumps. Killed cow. I killed a cow. Time for some beef. One slice or two. This fridge I bought doesn't have a freezer. I kind of wish mine didn't. I mean, they're so small you can't use them for anything. It's not like I need ice. Someone's spanking my butt. Oh, God, I missed a lot of the chat. Who wants to hear a funny joke? Oh, Joshua told a joke and I missed it. Two deer walk out of a bar. One says to the other man, I can't believe I flew $50 in there. Oh, shoot. That's a dirty joke. Don't quit your day job. No kidding. Early batch in 2023 were bad. Yeah, that's when I put my computer together. It's got me worried. All right, let's see if my chat works now. My mom is so poor. When she heard about the Last Supper, she thought she was running out of food stamps. It's been a long time since she's been in church. Then, if she knows, if she was at the Last Supper, your mom's older than me. Should I flood the field? All right, we're going to head out and get that grass. Ooh, don't do that. We're going to get that grass. So let's head that way. Start over there, I guess. And let's see, we need to start the rig, start the rig, drop the header, lower the boom. We need to lower the boom and turn it on. All right, we're ready to pick up some glass. Some glass. I said glass, didn't I? Anybody remember the song Classical Gas? You know, classical gas is what you get from a decent, high-quality bean. You know, if you just eat them regular pork and beans, you don't get classical gas. You have to eat a decent baked bean. Get a good baked bean, you'll get a classical gas out of it. A South Park joke? I've never watched South Park. I mean, I know what it is, and I've seen clips from it, but I've never actually watched South Park. Don't do a lot of TV. Never did. I've never watched a lot of stuff. Even the old TV shows. I watched a couple episodes of Cheers, but I never watched Cheers. We just didn't watch a lot of TV. We were always working, for one thing. Too tired for TV. I was a big book reader. Carol and I both. We'd get home from work, have dinner, get the kids in bed, and then we'd sit down and read. We didn't watch no damn TV. That stuff rots your brain. I know a lot of stuff about TV, and I can talk about a lot of TV, but I never really watched it. Like, I know all about Cheers. You know, if somebody comes in and yells Norm, I know exactly what they're talking about. I know about Fraser Crane and, you know, all the crazy stuff that happened. But I never watched the show. I never watched the show. Never watched Friends. Never watched anything. I know a lot about it because I pay attention to other people that watch it. But never watched any of it. And then Frasier, never watched Frasier. I know a lot about it. I know it was based in Seattle. I know his dad was a retired cop. I know his brother's crazy. It's not like Frasier wasn't crazy. Never watched Wings. Know all about it. Lilith was scary. Lilith was scary, but she was my kind of woman. She was evil. Evil women do fun stuff. Even if it's scary stuff. I know that the mechanic was the funniest guy on Wings. The mechanic in Wings was kind of like the bartender in Cheers, not Coach, but the other one, the hillbilly one. Can't think of his name. Woody, they called him Woody. Only in the morning, though. Okay, I'm going to have to jump the ditch. I can't get through it. I'm going to have to jump it. Nothing's quite as pretty That's Woody in the morning. That's not right. Nothing's quite as pretty as Mary in the morning. Okay, that sounds better. All right, let's see if I can jump this. If I can get enough speed up. Come on. You can go faster than that. Oh, you know why it didn't? Because I have the picker-upper down. I should have picked the picker-upper. It will go faster. Darn it. And I can't jump that one. There's a fence around it. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Nick's in the house. I missed Nick. Nick's not going to want to watch me anymore. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Lowell? Who was Lowell? Are you talking about Woody? His name was Lowell? Or am I thinking of the guy's real name? It's Woody Harrelson, isn't it? What name was he in the show? But hey, still goes. He was still Woody in the morning. Oh, in Wings, Lowell. Okay. I don't remember that. I just remember that they always had that in every show. In Cheers, they had the Woody character that was stupid or silly or however you want to describe him. And then in Wings, they had the mechanic that was kind of stupid or silly or whatever you want to call him. And then in Taxi, they had was he a mechanic too? That Laxky or whatever his name was. Latchkey, or I can't remember what they called the guy. They always had a crazy, stupid, silly person. Must have been in the script. Insert silly, stupid, crazy person here. But Taxi had a bunch of them, though. They didn't have just one. They had the one guy that was the mechanic, and then they had the little short guy that was the dispatcher, and then they had the guy that played in Back to the Future. So yeah, in Taxi, all of them were crazy except for the guy and the girl. Nicky. He doesn't want to be called Nicky. Don't call him Nicky. I just called him Nicky. He's going to be mad at me now. All right. Home again, home again. We got to go deliver the grass. Can I get out of here somehow? Oh, not that way. Can I get... I need to get to the main road. Can I get to the main road? And then, oh, I know where I'm at. This is my work area. There's my my pig food factory there. I know where I'm at. Well, barely made it out of that. Am I going to make it? Oh, I didn't see the dark colored one. I saw that car right there. I didn't see the other one. I got lucky. There was a bunch watching football next door. A lot of shouting was heard. Now it's all quiet. Oh, my God. Maybe they ran out of bullets. Bang. I guess maybe the football game ended in a tie. Nothing's quite as pretty as Mary in the morning. As far as I know, there were more than 2 versions of that song. The only 2 versions I'm aware of that I wanted to listen to were Ed Ames sang that song, and Glenn Campbell sang it later. Okay, I'm going to sell this grass. I don't have any need to keep it. I don't have a silo. Wait a minute. Have I got a silage maker here? Let's see. Do I have a silage maker here? All right, we got extended oil, or if you're from the South, I got some extended Earl here. Packet of charcoal. Oh, those factories that I showed you that they make charcoal. I didn't realize that. I didn't know what they did. I thought they had something to do with coal. All right, farm productions, liquid fertilizer, solid fertilizer. This is what I'm looking for. Silage additive. Silage. There is silage. And what's the deal? Okay, that's hay. Is there one for grass? That's grass. All right. So we do have one for grass. So we could make silage and it would sell better than the grass would, right? I'll have to ask Andy. He's the expert on that. Oh, Andy said he heard pew, pew, pew after the football game. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. All right, we're gonna head back now. I got lots of hay too. I should do something about that. Let's do. All right, I've got a 500,000 in the bins here. I got 1.5 million, not quite, but close to 1.5 million of hay. So I'll move some of that hay over. And did I empty these? Yeah, they're empty. And I left them running? What's the matter with me? Turn off your engines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop it. There we go. They didn't do what I wanted them to do. All right. Pull in your pipe. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Rudy, did you hear about the girl aged 8 who was driving to shopping center alone at 8? Was she run out of diapers and had to run to the store? Hey, Mom, need a clean diaper. I'm heading to the store. That's going to be a while. I think he empties a little slow. I might have to. That's a Maurice, isn't it? I might have to go to the Maurices and speed them up a little bit. They empty too slow. In Bedford, wow. They're in Oregon. You have to be 16 to get a driver's license. And technically, if the 8-year-old was driving a car to the store, that means she stole the car, because what responsible adult would have let her have it? Here, take the keys to the car. Maybe she ran out of cigarettes and booze and run to the liquor store. How's an 8-year-old even tall enough to drive? You'd have to be sitting on something. How could you reach the pedals? Oh, wait a minute. It's not the Flintstones anymore. They got motors now. I forgot. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, back in the Flintstones time, the busiest doctor was a podiatrist, because their cars ran on footwork and the brakes were footwork. They had a lot of feet problems back then. They needed a good podiatrist. Doc, can you take this bunion off my foot? The fish was this big. Okay, I missed it. She was called in as missing and found a target 24 miles away. She drove herself to a Target. Well, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a Walmart, but a Target. 10 miles, 24 miles. That shouldn't really matter. Let's hope only cigars and not some drugs. News people print any old thing. Yeah, you can't. It's always been that way. Mason's here, and he brought his jar with him. They've been that way for years. Way back 50 years, 40 years ago, longer than 40 years, when Carol and I were first going together, we hadn't gotten married yet, and she was a volleyball coach at school. And she said, I've got an interview tonight with the news on the volleyball tournament that we just won. And I said, I wouldn't talk to him. She goes, oh, no, it's good publicity, And I said, you don't understand. I can flat guarantee you, and I have no idea what kind of questions they're going to ask you, but I can flat guarantee you when you see the article tomorrow, you won't know where in the hell they got the information that's in it. And she said, oh, you're just paranoid, silly conservative you. And she did the interview, and the next day, God, she came over. Like I said, we weren't married then. She came over to my house just pissed off, throwing stuff around. I said, what's the matter? She said, look at this, read this article. And I said, I told you, they just make shit up. It doesn't matter what you tell them. They'll take one or two things you say, and they'll make some story around it. And it won't be the truth. And it wasn't. I said, I told you. It's still like that. It's always been like that. You can't believe anything that you read in the news or hear on the news. And there may be it's like these stories that are told around the campfire, about vampires and ghosts and stuff. And somebody will come up and say, there's always a grain of truth in there. Even in any story, even if it's fantastical, there's always a grain of truth. It's always based on some grain of truth. Well, that's anything you read or hear in the news. It's only based on a little grain of truth. The rest of it's all made up. I don't know how some of these places stay in business. How in the hell does the New York Times still stay in business? I heard it through the grapevine. There's a ghost drinking all the wine. Is there really a ghost? Well, it's based on a grain of truth. Based on a grain of rye. Or barley. Or something. Whatever in the hell they make whiskey from. Potatoes? Is it the Irish that make whiskey out of potatoes? Mason's here and he brought his jar. Did anybody say hi to Mason? Oh, yeah, he did. Andy did. I don't know about you guys, but this is the longest damn live stream I've done in months. It seems like I've been live streaming for 6 hours. You know what that means. I like the live streams that are like, oh my God, I just turned the machine on. It's time to go already. What the heck? Those are the good ones. It seems like today's like a full-time job. And I have to live for any news on Scorpion's vacation time because I don't get vacation anymore. I have to live vicariously through Scorpion's vacations because I know if Scorpion takes a vacation, it's going to be based around some kind of food, and that's interesting to me. Nick feels like it's been 10 minutes. I've had a tough day, Nick. Terrible tough day today. Not anything earth-shattering. Just little irritating stuff. Plus, I had a dentist appointment right before the live stream, and I had to choke food down. I didn't have lunch. And my Mountain Dew's getting hot. That's my own fault. I should be drinking it. And I'm lying about that too, because this cooler is the best thing I ever bought. This little aluminum cooler, it's a Thermos by Thermos Company. I can put a soda in that thing and it stays cold all day. I don't know what the hell they've got for insulation in there. Probably asbestos, and I'm probably going to die of cancer. But oh well, it's worth it. At least my soda will be cold before I go. Or after I go, even. Yeah, I just opened the soda yesterday and set it down when I looked out the window and I saw my brother's motorhome drive up. And I thought, oh, my God, my brother's here. And so I got up and I went out, and then we visited maybe 6-7 hours. I came back in. And my soda was still sitting there, and I thought, "Oh no, I wasted a whole soda. It's probably warm." I took a sip of it; it was still cold. I thought, "Really?" What time is it here? It's 2:49 in the afternoon. I always live stream early. I live stream between 1 and 3 o'clock because a good share of the people that watch me are overseas. So that way it's not too terrible late, depending on where you're at. If you're Andy, what time is it there? Andy's in Devon, England, so he'll tell me what time it is there, and then I think it's 8 hours difference. 10 to midnight. Okay, Andy says 10:49. So yeah, that's 8 hours difference. So I'm 8 hours difference from England, and so that's why I do 1 o'clock. I've always done 1 o'clock. A lot of people in America say, why do you live stream so early? You live stream in the evening or afternoon. Well, it's because I want people overseas to be able to see it before bedtime. Now that's after my bedtime. My bedtime's about 10 o'clock, and I don't always go to sleep at 10 o'clock. I just go and get ready for bed at 10 o'clock, and I'll sit and read, or I'll talk with Carol, or go to hot tub. It's usually about 11:30. It's more often 11:30 before I finally fall asleep. And now you know the sleeping habits of the old farts in the world. Okay. Nicola. I got a sore throat. I need some Nicola. Nicola. Yeah, Bill's in Sweden. If you've noticed, yet I don't know what time Bill has to get up in the morning, but if you notice when Bill comes in, he usually says goodnight before I'm done. He needs beauty sleep, though. I don't need any beauty sleep. I just need sleep. I need sleep without guns going off in the background. Bang! Bang, bang, bang! I never did say pew pew. I always do bang. Evidently in my sleep too. So there you go. At least I'm consistent. I'm gonna have to have a different sound for a what do you call it? A misfire. Maybe it's just a click. Like a click. Misfire. Carol's worried about me shooting her. I'm not that good a shot. Don't worry. She's going to freak out if she hears I've been talking about her today. Casper the friendly ghost. It's amazing what kind of stupid shit runs through my mind. Why Casper? You like Sweden? Sweden's got the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Not that I matters. I get into that kind of conversation. That's a hard conversation to get into because, there's beautiful women all over the world. And to me, most of the beauty's on the inside. So, it's rare that you get somebody that's beautiful on the outside and the inside. Men, women, doesn't matter. All right, so it must be full of hay. There's worse things to be full of, I can tell you. So I'm going to put the rest of that back over here. And we still got about 500,000 left. So we put about 1 million in that. And then I guess I already emptied that. I should have put that in the factory, I guess, but I didn't. Okay, so let's go see if we've got anything that's actually produced. Have I actually got something in there that's ready to sell? I can't remember exactly what I was making, so let's see. Okay, I can always take what I put in if it hasn't been changed in some way. So that factory's not just a factory for producing stuff. It's also a storage. Why did I shoot the French guy? What? Shoot a French guy? Are you kidding? French people hate everybody. They especially hate Americans, I guess. I don't know why. I think they maybe they wanted to be ran by Germany or something. We saved them from it, and it made them mad. Ah, we got some silage to sell. Let's grab that. In Fallout? Oh, why did I shoot the French guy? It was an accident. It was an accident. Yeah. See, I notice those things right away, though. When I'm around people, I mean, you've heard me say I don't like people. That's not necessarily true. I like people. People are interesting. I like to get to know them. I like to talk with people. But see, those are individual people. When I say I don't like people, I'm talking about the great unwashed. I'm talking about, and the only example I can tell you is think of Christmas when you're in the Macy's department store and you have to squeeze in the door because there's so many people, and you have to walk like this to keep from, getting knocked around by people. Everybody's touching you. And if you try to reach for something that's on sale, somebody snatches it out of your hand. And those are people. I don't like people. That's what I mean. I don't like great throngs of people. The great unwashed. I'm interested in persons, and to get to know them. And I can tell pretty quickly if somebody's a decent person on the inside or not. And I don't care what they look like on the outside. If they're evil on the inside, I won't have nothing to do with them. I've said this before, some movie star. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's no good. I wouldn't even walk across the street to look at her. I don't care what she looks like physically. And in my book, if they're ugly on the inside, they're ugly on the outside. I don't care what they look like. And you must say, well, who are you to judge? Well, I'm me. I'm in control of me. Your mileage may be different, as they say in TV. Your mileage may be different. A trophy girl? and he had a trophy girl. Did you make her carry your keg through the bedroom? Kegs of beer. Where's Scorp at? Did he leave? I can't remember shooting the French guy. Was it an accident? Because I'm not very good when I'm in a fight at telling who the good guys and the bad guys are. Most beautiful girl you had was a psycho? Yeah, they're crazy. Women are crazy. Scorpion's multitasking. Oh, hey, I have played, I've been playing Minecraft all week. I'm just building up a storm in Minecraft. I built on 2 different worlds. I found a mob farm that I built that's like sky high. And you get about 7,000 items an hour. It's unbelievable. I built it in one world, and I liked it so much, I went to my other world and built it there. So I've got a small iron farm in the one I'm working on this week in Minecraft. I'm building my own village. I found this great big empty spot, and it's semi-flat, and it's got a lot of the different trees on it. Like it's got cherry trees, and it's got oak and spruce, and I decided, and it's got a waterway, a real nice waterway. So I built a dock on the waterway, and I'm going to build a sailing ship out on the water. I haven't done that yet, but I did an iron golem farm. I've done my charcoal farm. I've got a cooked steak farm. I built one garden that I've got, and a tree farm. But what I'm doing though is I'm building my own village. But what I'm doing is each building has a purpose. So I built a building that does sheep. It grows sheep, and when they eat grass and grow wool, it automatically shoots a shear out of a dispenser and cuts the wool off, and the wool drops down into a chest. So I go in there after a full day, and the chest full of wool. I got a chest full of wool, and I built my storage unit that I always use in it, and so the wool machine that I bought has 2 villagers in it. And so I built a little area where the villagers can come kind of outside the building, but they can't get out. And it's like they're walking up to a desk or something where you can interact with them. So I go in there and they buy wool. So I can sell the wool to them, and they give me emeralds. And so each building will have something, and it'll have villagers in there that I can interact with and buy and sell stuff. So if it's a blacksmith, maybe they're making iron, and I can use them as a blacksmith. Or there's one of them that they've got a pumpkin farm, and so I can just talk with the villagers and sell pumpkins to them or something. So the whole village is going to be built like that. So I'm building my own houses. They'll each have a house they can live in and also work, like making wool or whatever it is they're doing. One of them is a cleric. I got somebody that's a cleric, and I can buy. What do I get from the cleric? Oh, the clerics are the priests. They will buy zombie flesh from you. And so you can sell zombie flesh from them, and you can get emeralds or whatever they sell for that. It's the only thing I can think of besides poison or chemicals that you can use zombie flesh for. So is to sell them to a priest. I'm having all kinds of fun. I haven't played Minecraft in years. The boss of hooligans, and he walked ahead of me. And I shot him in the butt, huh? I've talked to the officers, and they said it was an incident, no charges this time. I'm surprised. The French aren't known for that. I've never had an interest in going to France. If I went overseas, I'd like to go to Scotland and Ireland, and maybe England, maybe. But I'd like to go to Norway. That's where my grandma was from, and my grandma and grandpa's generation came from overseas. So my dad was the first American generation in my family. I'm waiting. I went to Paris and left after 3 hours. In my opinion, it's the worst city ever. Yeah, I wanted to go to Italy. I want to go to Sicily. And somebody said, "Why do you want to go to Sicily?" Because it's more rustic. It's more old-fashioned. I don't know. Is that a thing? Sicily, the homes and buildings are hundreds of years old. I don't want to go to any big cities. I want to see how the people live. Yeah, I know it is, Matt. I know it is, Matt. But I came in late because I had a dentist appointment, so I'm going over a couple of minutes is all. It took me 10 minutes to get into the live stream today, so I'm not in that big a hurry to go. Well, I am, but not really. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, to me, if I went to other countries, I wouldn't want to go to the cities. I don't want to go to the cities. I want to go where the people live and see what their culture's about and that kind of thing. Come to Como Lake. Is that in Sicily? Where's that at? I had friends that went to Ireland, and they came back and said, "Rudy, you have never seen the color green until you go to Ireland." But I think the same as Scotland. Scotland's a rugged place. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'd move to Scotland." I don't know if I want to move there. It's a rugged place. I'm too old. I'd freeze to death out there or something. Oh, Como Lake, Missouri. Oh, right. My sister's husband was from Missouri. My dad was from Minnesota. St. Cloud, I think, if I remember right. Switzerland, that might be kind of fun. I would like to go to Spain. I'd like to go to Spain. But, like to go and going is never going to happen. I'm not going to travel. I don't even travel in the United States now. It scares the hell out of me. I'm afraid of my own country now. Because it's not my country anymore. They're shipping all kinds of crazy people in. All right, so I'm going to sell the silage and see what I get for it. And then I'm out of here. Are you ready? Here goes. I always sell and say I want to see how much I'm going to get for it. And then I forget to look. Okay. $341,000 for 600 tons of silage. That's not real good. It's okay. I mean, that was over $500,000. So I get. Oh no, 300,000. No, it wasn't either. It was over $250,000 for sure. For show. All right, so I gotta get ready to go, but I'm looking at something right here. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Let me do that. And why do I not get any more eggs than that? It always seems to give me a partial thing of eggs. Is that all? Because there's room for more eggs. Am I not feeding these things? Oh crap! They might not have any food. All right, I'm gonna have to check into their food. They may not be making eggs. Same for Naples in Italy. Nobody loves Naples. I've heard that. Come on. $3,679 for eggs. And I tell you what, in the next episode, I really need to get in here and sell some wool. Where are the sheep at? Here. Look at all the wool I got going down there. I got to sell some wool, but I need a trailer to do it. I don't want to haul them one piece at a time like I just did the eggs. But look at the wool. We're stacking it up, boy. Boy. Oh, it's full. Oh, shoot. Oh, I really do need to sell that. It's full up. Give me your wool, and nobody gets hurt. What are you running for? You're supposed to be running away, not towards. All right, I got to get out of here. Hope you guys had fun. Hope to see you next time. It's weekend again already. What can we do? But you guys have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to pray for Tim if you're in the praying mood. He's still in the hospital. We got to get him out of the hospital. So if you've got any prayers in you, send one or two to Tim. And also, I don't know how Jenny's doing, but I'm keeping Andy and his family. Well, I keep all of you in my prayers, but these are special prayers. I have different prayers for different things, so I'm going to do. But Andy's a special project. I do rosaries for Andy. He takes more than a normal, bedtime one. So, all righty. Take care, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.